Hi guys, I'm Kathryn and I'm currently in my 4th year of studying medicine at Queen's. As I get to the end of the academic year, that means one thing: it's exam season. In between placement, all the regular things that I do in my life, I'm also in the middle of getting ready for my clinical exams and also my written exams at the end of this year. So life can be pretty busy. I thought I'd take you along for a little weekend in my life up at Queen's, showing off some of the places we had to study around campus and some little hints, tips, tricks of how I keep staying in the middle of the busyness. Hope you enjoy! So I've decided to start my weekend off with a run, which wouldn't be particularly normal for me. I would run like every couple of weeks, not very often, and I'm not very good at it. However, I feel like during exam season it's really important to get outside, enjoy the fresh air, move your body a little bit regardless of what you're doing, and it's like such a nice evening that I didn't feel like I wanted to go straight to the library. So that's the plan. I made the most of the nice weather by heading down towards the towpath to run along the edge of the River Lagan. This is one of my favourite parts in Belfast at the moment, and I would highly recommend it whether you're doing some exercise or just going for like a walk and a catch up with a friend. It's just really gorgeous down there and it feels like you've gotten out of the busiest parts of Belfast. I really enjoyed my run. It was really good to get moving, especially as I knew that I was going to spend the rest of the weekend pretty much stationary in the libraries. I headed home, made myself a quick dinner as well as making enough that I would have some to take to the library the next day, and then settled into my room for the evening. Had to get the candles lit, get the atmosphere right for working, and just went over some lecture content. Saturday started off packing loads of snacks for the Maclay, as I knew I was going to be there all day and it was going to be busy and I needed fuel. If you've ever seen any vlog that I've done, I always have my little cup of coffee in hand, and in exam season it's no exception. I really enjoy meeting up with friends to study and also making sure that I have the perfect playlist. At lunchtime we headed out for a little walk around campus as it was nice and sunny and it's good to clear your head by taking regular breaks. I also did some reading in the park and watched all that was going on in Botanic. There seemed to be some sort of family fun day, so it was really nice to people watch on my lunch break. We headed back for some more time in the Maclay, and again I find it's really beneficial to study with other people as you can bounce ideas off of someone if you're stuck on a question, and also it's just quite motivating to have someone else there to hold you accountable to working. It's also good to have things to look forward to, and that night I headed home for some takeaway and some watching Eurovision with my family, while I also did some revision questions, so I was being a multitasker. It was nice to just relax with my family at home for the weekend. On Sundays I make sure that I still make time to go to church either in the morning or the afternoon, and this time I went with my family in the morning time before I came back up the road, headed to the SU for a quick little lunch of a meal deal. Sometimes in revision season it's really handy if you're just able to pick up and grab food rather than having to think about making it all the time. I really like studying in the SU as it's quite peaceful on a Sunday. It's a bit of a different atmosphere, and Queen's also have loads about how to cope with stress when we were there. Headed back home for dinner, and then we finished our Sunday afternoon by heading to the library to do some OSCE practice with friends. One of the really lovely things I like about medicine is that our clinical exams are best practiced together, so you're able to meet up with your friends, spend some time together while also helping each other's learning. My weekend actually continued into Monday morning this week as I was heading in later to my attachment, so I started my Monday by heading to the Spar, stocking up on all of my revision favourites. This is literally the best place for anything that you want, and these caramel ice lattes I'm obsessed with. They're £1, they're going to be the reason that I passed this year. I headed to the MBC to study then. I really like the biomedical library in there. It's always a little bit more quiet, it's really open and airy, and I think it's really good to switch up where you're studying in the middle of exam season to stop you from getting burnt out or feel like you're always in the same place. So there we have it. The rest of my Monday was spent heading back into placement for some paediatrics revision teaching, and then I stayed for my evening shift for my peds placement, and the rest of the week is much the same, a balance of looking after myself, getting sorted, and just working away for these exams coming up soon. This is just what works for me, and the way that I study. Everyone finds their own methods that really work for them once they get to uni, so do not be panicking if you get any exams coming up soon. All the best, look after yourself, and wish me luck for mine. Bye!